hit like walk hard. Oh my god, can't believe I made it far. Oh my god, I be kicking in the stars. Oh my god, on these songs I'm going hard. How the fuck did you get your flow back? I will always stay in the back. Didn't want y'all to unsee me yet. Now I'm back and I'm all on attack. Bitch, I'm rougher than back of your neck. Bitch, I'm tougher than steak with no fat. Trust no one cause they might crush your back. When my block got to spit like a Mac. Hold on, Uzi, you living like that.
Good morning, Pat.
I just got it attached. Probably definition of your swag. I can't lose in my shit.
Good morning.
Niggas know that I'm trapping like Max. Niggas know that I'm slack like Max. Bitch, I'm sipping on blueberry crack. Teddy nigga to pot in my back. Quarter for a quaking, man, it hit like walk hard. Oh my god, can't believe I made it far. Oh my god, I be kicking in the stars. Oh my god, on these songs I'm going.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Quarter for a quaking, man, it hit like walk hard. Oh my god, can't believe I made it far. Oh my god, I be kicking in the stars. Oh my god, on these songs I'm going hard. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm going hard. Oh my god.
Live NYC Sean.
God, I'm going hard. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Live NYC Sean.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm going hard.
Alright, T. I think should be good, right? Discord should be good. OBS is good. Everything should be good. Wow, why do we have... Oh yeah, there's news today, right? We have 90,000 traders online. I'm like, why are there 90,000 traders online today? The markets look like very slow. So, yeah, there's news today. There's actually... I read forward to the chat. It is core PCE price index prelim GDP 8:30 here. So in about, I'll say 16 minutes, you got some news. So yeah, we'll see what we can do for news. If there's anything that happens for news, even hopefully a breakout. And that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 folders today. 9 folders around 7 for 8:30. So yeah, it's a lot. Hello, good morning. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's see what's up. All right. So, let's see. Let's see. What do I want to look at today? Or what looks the cleanest today? Let me just play. No, looks the cleanest today. The monthly is not bad. I mean, yeah, 5 days left, so I mean, we're gonna start having to pay attention to that as the month comes to an end, because the way you're about to close, right? So it's gonna really matter how you close. Nothing much about the monthly, like honestly, aside from the fact that there's like some type of like minor zones right around here between like 5,000 and or I'll say top of this wick here, so a little lower, but between like these highs here and then these body areas, this is like a leg count too, unlike the monthly right there. That can be seen as a monthly leg candle. That was from April, so yeah, like a couple months back, but that's a leg candle, and that's kind of what you're coming up and you are basically reacting off of. So question becomes like, are you going to be able to re-break and continue driving to fill that range, right? Because after you break the yellow range, it should be clean traffic. Like this entire move all the way up until here is just going to be clean. right? It's just the difficult part is like the yellow zone right now between here, right? But once you break through that, it's clean above 5,000 up towards 54 or 5,400. Yeah, 5,400. But this is the area that I'll be kind of like worried about for now. Again, this is the monthly, right? But you can see like, okay, well, where are you ranging right now on price? Where is that on the monthly charts? And that is right here. So it kind of makes sense why we're just not doing anything too crazy at the moment. The weekly here isn't bad. Again, like the weekly, pretty straightforward. You're closing into this range here. So as long as you can hold the bottom of the range, which is like right around here at 4,500, you're good. Or price is good to continue driving up. It could pull back still, pull back and hold, but as long as you hold, you're fine, right? Otherwise, like, I wouldn't say like the moment you break below, you're cooked in terms of price. Like it will be bearish yet, but because it can still create higher lows, right? Just because you're breaking below here doesn't mean you're breaking structure, because like, look, this entire move up, you're still missing a bottom wick. So even if you do break below, you can still come up to the top of the range, right? But now, like, if you start breaking below and then you start like this shouldn't distract me. Anyways, yeah, you start, I'd say like you start breaking below and then you start to pull back, and then once you pull back, you continue to hold. At that point, you're creating structure. So you can say, okay, cool, it looks like this entire range will be corrected, right? So like that is a scenario. It might not even pull back from here. It could just also just rip up, right? We don't know, nor does it matter if we know or not. But that's like kind of where you're at, right? Just like you're still in that same boat where like this entire move, like you're still lacking liquidity. So that's why like lately, or this entire week, I've been looking for just like a weekly or wick entry buys, right? So every time you're pulling back, I'm looking for a wick entry buy, because you want to see a pullback to confirm that these buys are holding. And at the same given time, like as you pull back, since like this is still very bullish, wick entry buys are still valid, because you're expecting price to create a higher low to continue back up, to retest the highs, right? To create more higher highs. But that's kind of where you're on the weekly. Daily is like literally the same thing as a weekly. I don't think I see a difference in the weekly and daily. I'll honestly go ahead and just mark up. I'll go ahead and mark up. So I'll mark up this top of the range here, like that. All right, I'll mark up 47.96, and then I'll go and mark up bottom of the range, which is like here. $44.79. So $44.79.946. So yeah, like daily, same thing. Like you're in that same exact range there. So as long as you're holding the bottom of the range, you're good, right? Thing is, like from here, is it gonna pull back, right? Like you see yesterday's daily close like weak bullish. The daily candle before that closed weak bullish as well. The one before was decent. That was one that kind of took you up above, but again, like still this entire move here, chat, like literally no pullbacks. Like maybe a little bit here, that's about it. Does price need a pullback? No. But will a pullback help show that we're continuing on this bullish move? Sure, because if you pull back, it's like you should go down, right? But for some reason it doesn't, continues to re-break the highs. Now you have a pullback, which could be seen as liquidity. As you re-break the highs, you're good, right? But you don't have that yet, this entire push. So if you don't have that pullback yet, not saying this is what's going to happen, but if price were to ever be in a situation where it were to correct, the move down could be a lot sharper than the move up, because on the way down now, there's not much struggle because you didn't pull back on the way up. So if it's not a problem now, it could be a problem later. So if you do correct the move, that is your problem later, because, or if you don't solve the problem now, right? Because, or price at least, if it doesn't create that structure going up later on, if it were to correct the move there's nothing to really stop it from or keep it struggling on the way down. It might just be a cleaner pop down than it is up, and that's what I'll call a 1-2 pop, right? So that's where you are on price, right? Do I know what's gonna happen here? No, but you are pulling back on the daily so far, so that's good. Is there a structure? It looks like there is a bit of structure. It wasn't one clean move. So this was Asian, opened up around here, and then yeah, you kind of got a little bit of structure, so it's not bad. You want to just see like one consistent push, right? So yeah, wick entry buys are valid. Let's see where that would be if you were to pull back from here. What's this? I already tapped. Let's do 45. We can use 45.62. It's gonna be a low. I thought we can get a little sooner here, but you already kind of like created a bit of I'm like, how did they go from that to that? We kind of already created a bit of structure down, so I'm gonna have it at 45.62 for now. That could change as you go on into the session more, but that's gonna be like a 600 pip push down. It could change just based on how you drive. Like, let's see, could it be a little higher, like 45.80? That's still like 400 though. I mean, you can use it. You can use off of this. That's what I was looking at too, but off of that, off of these, off of this, invisible counter there, invisible counter there. A little lower to match with this wick, going across the body closure, the body, a couple wicks here, a couple wicks there, a couple wicks there. Like, that's a zone as well. The difference between that and the other zone is like 230. So yeah, it'll be like around 380, 400. So 400 pips on a push down. It's not bad. Let's say, well, I'll have those two zones set. Hold on. So then if that's what I'm using, 45.62 could then be a little higher. Put it over here. $5.38. Yeah, I'll leave 38. I'll leave 45.85 as well. So yeah, if we can just continue pushing down, like on the way down here, this is gonna be 420 pips, 420 pips on the way down. So if you can just push down without creating structure, one consistent pop, fine. We'll look for those wick entry buys, but if you start getting like structure like this on the way down, we're gonna continue to move it, right? It doesn't mean it can't be valid because we have all of this to use for wick entry buy areas. So if it's not here, your next support could be here, maybe something in the middle if we're lucky, and then on the way down you have all of that, right? So there's a bunch of wick entry buys there areas. It's just like, is there going to be structure coming down? So that's key, right? So that matters. But yeah, wick entry buys valid, just where we are on the daily, weekly, and everything. Any pullback will be great. And then continuation buys. I mean, continuation buys. You're gonna need a push back above these areas here. Same thing as yesterday. Like, you're gonna need to push up, and then you're gonna need to pull back still. And then as you get structure, I look for more buys. So it's gonna require a bit more. Not that it's impossible, but it's like it's gonna take a bit longer to form that, because you need to push up, you need to wait for price to push up, they need to pull back, and they need to create structure. It's like 3 steps, right? Are you gonna be able to push 3 steps within like 3 hours here while we're on this until 8 on until 11, right? Is that a possibility? All right, so this is up to price, right? So yeah, wick entry buys are the closest because all that happens, all you need is push down, literally just one push down, and then yeah, sells not bad as well. I think sells, like, we're in the same boat as yesterday. You need structure, and we're just kind of far from getting those ideas. I'm assuming they'll be more so below 44.79, maybe before, but you need structure. Like, I'll be looking for sells if you're able to just fill this range first, for one, right? And then make your way back down. If you make your way back down and you get structure, eventually we can look for sells like in this yellow range down, right? So below like 45.85, just like a random scenario here. Or if it weren't to come up and fill the range first, because again, this is the middle of the range right now, right? Top of the range is 47.96, so you can just still come up still. If you don't come up still, then the most I'll need is just structure on the way down, like lots of structure though, right? And then if we do get that, then we'll end up looking for sells like in this range from like here to here. So it'll be a lot lower and a lot less of a range we'll get if you don't create a steeper top wick first, like if you don't re-break the highs first, right? And going up towards that area. But yeah, for now it's just gonna be wick entry buys chat, and then those are the other ideas. The other ideas are gonna require a lot more weighting. Wick entry buys requires one push down, so that's the next thing that I'll be focused on today. And then that's pretty much it. That is going to be the session for me. So yeah, you have news coming out in 4 minutes here. Core PC price index, prelim GDP price index, core durable good orders, personal income, personal spending, crude oil inventories. Oh, that's at 10:30, but and then 11:45 you have FOMC member Barkin speak. So is this gonna move price? Maybe, I don't know. It's like a core PC price index. I think it's like, I'll say 30% chance we move, but who knows? Maybe it will bring in volume for like the later session to move. So like maybe 9, you can pick up and continue as well. Makes sense, chat? But yeah, I'm just gonna mark this up on my MetaTrader, and then we'll come back in 3 minutes here, and we have some news. But I really only got 4 zones today. $47.96, $45.85, $45.38, $44.79. Make sense? Makes sense. Without creating structure, yeah. So if I have a 45.85 zone right now on the way down here, like, you don't want to see this. You see how like there's a bit of structure? You can just trace it and see it. Like, it's like, you see a little bit of structure. It's not like one consistent move, right? So instead of seeing that, you kind of want to just see like literally this. It's just one consistent push. So like in candle form, right? So let's say this is coming down. That's like a structure being created. This is small time frame, but still structure, right? The difference between that versus just like this, like they can be small structure, but like this, I would prefer this drop down. If you get this drop down versus this one, this is the one I want to see in order to get the wick entry buys, because you're looking for a wick entry buy. Think about it. You're looking for a wick entry buy. So if you get a strong push down without structure, it's like that pullback that you get is like your first pullback, right? Like you're looking for price to react at your area 45.85, compared to like if you have structure first, and then you start coming down, it's like this makes the sell stronger, which decreases the probability of you getting a reaction still at that price point. Let's see. So chat, I have a 45.85 still here. Let's see, how far are we away? This is 260 pips away. So yeah, let's see. Very key from here, right? Like how it drops from here, if this does even drop. And if it does, what are stops gonna be? I didn't really figure it out yet. 23.66. Yeah, so it'll be like 2,300. It'll be like 45, 44, 43, 49 will be the stops. So it'll be 23. So I'll use like a 0.05. If we got 45.85 chat as wick entry buy. And then my next zone, it could be a 64. So based on like how this comes down, right? Obviously, one consistent move down, very key. Like if it starts coming down like this, right, and then near it, it pulls back, we're gonna move it, because then now that's a lower high. We'll move it down towards here. Could it still react off the same price point? Maybe. It's done that in the past, right? When we move it, it still reacts off of it. But for this particular move, like you want to see one consistent push, right? So like the way it comes down, the movement of it matters more than the actual line or level that you have. It's not bad. News is not bad here. I mean, it didn't do anything too crazy yet, right? But it looks like it's gonna move price. It's gonna help move price. So that's good. Looks like it came out, I'm guessing, positive. Majority positive. These came out neutral, neutral, positive, negative, positive, positive, positive. Not working. Wait, what? Screen not working. How about now? Damn, my fault, bro. I didn't notice. I didn't know the screen was cooked. I was too locked in. Let's see. Could it be an early trade to the chat? Could be a trade before 9 for the first time in a while. Let's see, the rebreak of the lows. Is that the pullback? Yeah, it's the pullback, right? So the rebreak of lows is 110, and then from there to the previous lows is 76, and then from there to that is 180. Not bad. What's up, T-Walk? Good morning. Chat, be back in like 10 seconds. He says, how do you think, long or short? Yeah, I mean, I just broke it down what I'm looking for. It's 45.85 wick entry buys, and then 45.64 as well if you come down without structure. So the way it comes down matters. So that's what we're paying attention to right now, just like how it's coming down. If it does even come down, it might not come down. Okay, so that doesn't mean take sells now, because I think it's gonna go down. I don't have sells there. I have wick entry buys. I'm not gonna have sells until I'm assuming more so below here, like until like we reach like 45.10, like so for another like 1100 pips. If that does drop 1100 pips, could be sooner if you create structure on a high time from first. Like if you were to break the highs and then make your way back below, then sure, it could be more so in this area, but that's going to require a push up anyways. So same thing, like that's going to require at least a break of the highs, which is 700, and then a push back down. So it's going to require more moves if that were to happen instead. I don't know what's going to happen here, but I do have a zone at 45.85. If this comes down without structure, I'm looking for a wick entry buy, because I'm not expecting like if price were to correct a move to come down within one push, right? So on the way down, like there are zones that you could react at, and that's what I'm looking to take for wick entry buys, because then you can make lower highs to continue down, or again, this is still bullish, so anything could still be higher low to continue back up. So it's like a win-win situation in that scenario. So that's like the exact idea I'm looking for. So I don't have any buys or sells here. Regular buys, like just breakout buys, would be more so above here, but we're gonna have to wait to see how we make our way up first, right? So I would prefer before breakout buys if you can make a move down, because then now you have some nice structure coming up. So then we can look for buys a bit sooner than the breakout highs. We can look for buys like more so in this zone instead of like above here, but that's gonna require a break below first, right? So it could be a double trade day. Like it could be a double trade day if we get a wick entry buy and then a regular buy, if that is what happens. But yeah, let's see. News just came out 8 minutes ago. Didn't do anything too crazy yet. It's just kind of chilling. Like I don't think it could lead to something though, but nothing too crazy yet, right? What I trade today? I mean, yeah, we're looking for those ideas. It's just a matter of price could like actually make its way down in that exact order. So yeah, if that's what happens, we're gonna take that position, but it's up to price, right? Everything's up to price, really. Price controls the markets, and then we just have the ideas, and then we're just waiting for the ideas. What's up, Augment? So space. This new one's not bad, huh? Just play this. It's okay. It's a little different. Here we go. Can this be? Can you be? Can you be? Can this be? Could you re-break the lows here? What's up, CS? What's up, dude? Is my Discord thing connected? What's the move? This wick entry buy is at 45.85. Five-minute left. If it closes bullish, yeah, it could be, yeah. Could be a 5 left. Could be a 5 left. Let's see. Yeah, why can't MT5 add a timer? Please, bro. Like, it's not that hard, MetaTrader. Like, you know how TradingView has it right here, chat? Why can't MetaTrader just have a timer? I know you can put it, you can see it from here, but if you do the navigator thing, but why can't it just be here, you know? The phone has it, yeah, but yeah, the phone has it, but the desktop don't have it. Like, why doesn't the desktop have it? Kind of like a doji. Time indicator, yeah, but I gotta add a time indicator. Like, I just, why can't they just have it, you know, without having to add an indicator? I don't know. You can add an indicator and like all of that, but I don't know. It's just, it's like they have it for mobile for a year now. Where the hell is the magic? Is the computer version? Computer. Oh, desktop clock. I guess I could do that. I could do that too. That is true. Add a candle clock indicator. It's free. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to add many more indicators there. I mean, where's it sit? Like over here, top right. There's also a pip indicator too. Or does it sit right there in the corner? Mate, I'm proud of myself and thankful to you about the patience you have taught. W, bro. W. Congrats, man. Besides the candle. Oh, like over somewhere, I guess, next to it. Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, they added AI or something here. What's up, bro? How long even ranging for here, chat? Not long, right? 18 bars in the 4 hour. Okay, let's go on a daily measure this. 3 days. It's been 3 days in the range. Why does it feel like it's been another week? Yeah, it's been 4 days. It's been 4 days. But damn. Yeah, but that covers the screen pencil. Technically. Ten minutes, chat, until 4 hour close, okay? 10 minutes till 4 hour close. And hopefully something stronger than this. If it closes like this, nothing has changed. But I would prefer bearish. Bearish closure. If we can open up and just pop straight down, no top wick, that'll be perfect. And then astro wick entry vibe. What the? Blade Runner? No, I haven't seen Blade Runner. Is Blade Runner good? What's Blade Runner again? Blade Runner? No, I haven't seen Blade Runner, man. This movie looks like Cyberpunk. Goated? Damn, I gotta check it out. Who's it? Jake Gyllenhaal? Why MetaTrader and Trinity doesn't have the same for opening? Different rollover time, different broker, different rollover time. So your opening could be, my close could be 9, and then on your broker, so every 4 hours for me, 951 is the opening for the 4. Where if you have a 1 hour, if your markets for gold or markets for your broker closes at, or servers closes at 6 instead of 5, then you have 6, 2, and 10. So every 6, 2, and 10 a.m. and p.m. is your closure. So it's gonna be a little different. So it's not that it's different. It's depends on what you're looking at. You can find a broker on TradingView that has the same time as your broker, same closures. It'll be the same 4 hour close for you. Because my 4 hour candle closes at 9 here. So on Blueberry, you'll see it close in 7 minutes here, and on TradingView, same thing. It's gonna close in 7 minutes here too, or 6 minutes. Let's see. Could this be? So we still need to wait for it to drop 300 pips, chat. But I think this is the 3rd time you're coming back down. So can it be? Can it drop straight down here? Before the 4 closure would be perfect too. So you broke the lows just now. 230 away. That's not bad. Very key. No structure. Very key. On the way down. I mentioned stops earlier, chat. I don't know if you guys heard, right? But if we get into wick entry buys, we're using 43.49, so then stops are going to be around like 2,300. So then I'm using a 0.05 lot. So that's what I'm using on this account. Oh, Ryan Gosling. But I always get Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Gosling confused. Same with Matt Damon and what's that guy's name? Mark Wahlberg. I swear they're the same person. Clearly. Come on, gold. Before the 4 hour close. 4 minutes here. You can do it. There's nothing down there, man. Don't be scared. Go for it. Gold gonna go down? I don't know. It may. If it does, then we'll look for wick entry buys. If it goes up, then we won't have the wick entry buys. And we have to wait a little longer. So I would prefer if it goes down, because that's the closest thing we have to them. 2 ideas. This is your invisible counter here too, chat. I mean, I know you did react and reject a bunch of times here, but you can stay right here. Could be something. This is holding, so holding that support now, or holding below it. So can it drive? $46.03. I have a 45.85. There is something here though, like I see it. I think the reason I didn't have anything here was just because you already made lows like yesterday and prior. So if it retests that zone, there's a chance it can push through. But there's still an area here, yeah. It's not a bad area. But I have 45.85, so a little lower. Let's see, chat. Could it be? Looks like we might get it here. It might start to glitch down, so they can be quick too, right? But my lots, I told you guys my lots, the stops and everything. The only thing I haven't told you guys was maybe once you get in, what our BEs and trail stops are. So depending on where we get in, I'm assuming this area could be like a good BE trail stop zones. How much is this? Yeah, 19. Rebreak of that wick could be nice. Trail stops. And I think TP chat, we're only going to attempt, how much is this? Yeah, like 45.98. Nothing too crazy. Just 45.98. So it'll be like a 90 pip TP, depending where we get in. If we get in down here, TP is 120. If you get in top of the blue range, you're looking at 90, 85, 90. I'll use that as my TP. Lots and stops. Yeah, stops are 40, what was it? 43, 49. So 2300 pip stops. So then that's going to be a 0.05 for me. Let's see, 4 opening here, chat. No top wick so far. Let's see, can this just continue down without flipping? Six one 45.61. That's next, right? 6-1, yeah, 6-4, 6-1. Should be back in like 10 seconds. What's up, Smart from the City? All right. So look, for our flips here, chat. What does it mean? I don't know, but clearly a pullback. So I still have the zone for now, 45.85, but obviously you gotta make your way down, right? So we'll see if it does come down. From where? How steep will it be, or how consistent will it be? There's a leg candle right here. Hey, what was it earlier? Someone asked about a leg candle. What time frame were you talking about? 1 hour? 5? Oh, the 5 one. Oh yeah, this is, that got filled, right? Yeah, that got filled immediately. How much was that? That was around 610. What song is this? This is called Drug Kit by Ken Carson and Young Thug.
If you falling off, I hit my mans with a key. She got every minute AP because I love her. Yeah, now ain't I no bitch out for my brother, nigga. I'm tired of you looking at hoes, don't keep my love, nigga. I'm on some renegade shit right now. Keep a rag on me. Got baguettes on my chest. You can see it through my car. Got the police trailing me right now, but we don't vibe by the law. I put her in her meds. She reciprocated, dog. Get high off of these drugs. Then explain it in a bar. We go big jet. We at the clearport. Try to stroke in my ego.
Can it be? Can it be? Can it be? Let's see. Nice top wick. Not bad. Is it structure? Yeah, it's a bit of structure, but it's still far, a little far from where we have it. If that were to happen like much closer, I would move it. But I still have the zone, chat. 45.85 is what we're looking for, okay? Or within that blue zone. With the way it's moving, chat, I doubt we're gonna just sit here and range all day though, because it's like it's glitching. It's actually glitching. It's just not continuing. So it's just bound to move. Like, look at this. Spike down, back up, by that down. Like, this is just more of a range here, but spike down, back up, down, down, up, down. It's not bad. Obviously, this range is like really untradeable, but it's gonna lead to something. Five left. Oh yeah, another one. Oh, this one, the bearish one. I did not see that. The minute you have a 1 minute left, you have lots of legs here. Lecandle. Could it be? $200 pips away, chat. We're close. We are coming close. Oh, I didn't realize. But there's a 4-hour leg candle right here. Damn, I missed that. I did not see that today. And you have lots of reactions already. Because the body reaction is all the way up here, right? So it probably happened right around there. Top wick. It looks like the rest of the wick about to get filled. How much range is that? 49 pips. True. And that's the daily wick fill too. So that daily re-breaks that low, then you'll be maybe 180 pips away. Very nice, very nice. That's it. Is there gonna be another top wick, chat? Chat, there's another top wick here. There could be a possibility of sells here, but if there's another top wick at 46.22 first, if you get a 46.22 tap, and then you re-break the lows, and you still have a little bit of that leg candle left over, we can still grab that push coming down. But I'm gonna need to see like a 46.22. This is your invisible candle right here, right? So if you re-break these highs here, it's gonna be clean traffic up into like this minor resistance right around here, which is 46.22. So it's not bad. Let's see. Let's see. Looking good though. If we get a 45.86, 45.85, our stops we mentioned today, they are going to be at 43.49, which is a 2,300 pip stop. So my lot size in this account is a 0.05. So that's what I'll have. Very keto, right? Like the rest of the drop here, if it does drop down towards our wick entry buy zone, you want to see again one consistent move, chat. Very, very, very key. Okay, very important. Wow, look at these leg candles. This is one you're talking about, right, Reggie? With B's at 50 pips. Well, if we get in that, I had a zone there just in case we get on top of the blue range. So top of the blue range, so there's like, I think 20-ish. But if we get like sooner, I can use the top of the blue range as a BE. Or if we get in at 85, 86, then we can use this as a BE. If we get it in top of the blue range, then we can use this as a BE. Yeah. I think this will still be 20, 30 pips. Yeah, 15 lead too. Let's see. Let's see. Can it tap 22? Or is it just gonna drop? The reason I have 22 chat is just because like there's no reason as to why this should come up. Not saying it can't go up, but like if it were to come up towards 46, 22, I would assume that it's just gonna stay up. But for some reason it doesn't stay up, because that's basically like a fake out right into the range again. But if it comes up towards that zone, and then for some reason it's still able to come down and re-break the lows, then this is just structure. So then below here down towards the leg candle fill is clean. All right, that's why I have it there. Because you have lots of like top wicks here, but like they're nothing severe. Like this is like your invisible candle basically. So if you block that out, nothing really happened. So therefore, if you get a top wick like that, will be a one push that wipes out this entire range here. That's a 1-2 pop if that were to happen. So then as you come back down to re-break, that's just gonna be structure. That's all that is. But you can tell looking at this, like it's bound to glitch. Looking at how rapid it's kind of moving here. So I don't think it'll be a slow day for too long here, chat. Oh shit. Let's see. Can we tap, chat? Could it be? Could it be? Could it be 86? Let's get ready for 86 here. The re-break. So no pullbacks ideally, okay? Okay, we're pulling back. All right. Let's see. We have more zones too. If it's not 86, chat, we have a 64 next. That's my next area for the wick entry buys. So depending on how far this pulls back on the way down, again, you want to see one consistent move down. And this was a strong push, obviously just now, right? But there's already a pullback off of 98, right? So we didn't have anything at 98. These are just like, that was our TP for if we were getting at 85. There could be reaction zones though, because there's still support and resistance zones, right? That's what we based it off of. But it looks like we may have to move it here, champ, because you're pulling back. So if we were to move it, where to next? Where to next? Where to next? Like 4562. Yeah, I'll say 62, champ. I'll say we'll move it. So if we move it, it's gonna be still be 6.2. It's a little lower. Alright, because the idea is the first initial reaction. You already got the first initial reaction. And it came it came kind of close. Like we were maybe 112 away, right? But this is already a pullback here. So yeah, next zone will be 64, 62 zones. So we're looking at more so in this range. And then top range would be like around like 49, 45, 92. So let's say 85, 85, 85. Yeah, I'll leave it at 65. 64, 65, but chat, we're gonna move 85, okay? So we're not using 85 no more. Again, this is the pullback, very key. It's not about the zone, it's about how we come down. So if we come down the structure, it's gonna change that wick entry area for us, right? So yeah, I'll move it down. The idea is still the same. You're still looking for the first initial reaction wick entry buys. It's just it won't be that at that price point, but it will be at 45, 64. So from here down to 64 is another 460. On the rebreakout lows is 310, 315. And that's what's next. But yeah, pretty much. But this volume here, right? I wouldn't say it's consistent yet in volume, but it could pick up. It definitely could pick up because it's kind of picking up. It's just not consistently moving yet. You might have a 5 leg right here. But yeah, a little more wind, chat. Just a little bit. It's not too bad. Four, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, like 6, 4. It's in that area. Yeah, 6, 7 is near there. Yeah, this blue zone down here is what I got next. Could be 76, could be a bit higher. 76 is not bad too. 76 might be around here. Let's see how it comes down. If it comes down. 90, and then down towards here will be 380. How strong do you think 4600 is if we break through 4610? How strong? It's not bad. Like, I'll say like this entire push up is still very like bullish here. Like how strong? I think this area here could be a bit of a struggle. Like in that zone, this entire blue zone here, because then this can just be higher lows, right? Like, is it strong? I wouldn't say strong. I think this would be a bit more strong, or I wouldn't say it's too strong. Like, even if you were to come down, technically, if you were to even come down like this and break through all of this, this can still be bullish. Even if it were to drop all the way down to 4,300 again, it can still be bullish just because of how bullish this move was, right? But the difference is now you actually have liquidity, which you haven't had on this entire push up. Like, is it strong? I wouldn't be looking for sells, or like at least I'm not looking for sells until like you actually like break through all of this. So is it strong to like take sells off of? That's a different question. For me, that's just structure that's missing. If I were to look for sells coming down, I would need more structure in this, because any push down could literally just be higher lows come back up to the top of the range. So is this strong in that case where if you break below, you can look for sells? For me, that wouldn't be strong enough. Unless you like come up, break the highs first, fill the top of the range, and then actually make your way down. So that then below here becomes strong for me. Like, this becomes a strong zone. If that breaks, I'll look for sells below. But with where we are right now, I wouldn't really consider it too strong, because it can literally just be higher lows, right? Like, this is a flat area. Like, going back to daily, like, you're in the middle of the daily range, right? Like, you're literally in the middle of it. This is your daily range. So anything in these zones here could just be a higher low, right? So it's not like always about, for me, like the zone. It's like the structure. Like, how is the structure overall? Like, what's missing? Because then that would tell you like what levels could be strong, what levels may not be strong. Like that example I just drew out, how like if you were to go up first, that zone coming down later would be strong compared to where it is now with the structure you have. Is it strong? It's a little hard to tell, just because again, this is still a bullish move, right? And this technically still considered a pullback, which could just be higher lows any given point. Like, if you were like maybe like this coming up, if coming up you had some nice structure, right, like that, at what level would I think it's strong? I'll say once you break through this. So if you were to correct this entire push down and then actually break below the blue zone, I'll say below there, that's a strong zone. Below there, look for clean traffic, sells down, amazing, that's a break of structure. But it depends on like the structure of where you are, right? Like, if you have higher lows on the way up, is there like what's lacking in this entire move up here? All right, because this is still bullish. Even if you drop here like 2,500 pips, right? Technically, you're still bullish on this move until it breaks through like these areas here. That's it. Part 3. 1, 2, 3. Fourth time coming down. Can it be a drive? Your higher time frame analysis is top turbo when you try swing trading. Maybe in the future. Like, I like to use the higher time frame for the smaller time frame, so to scalp. Like, maybe in the future, but not right now. Sometimes this music is too serious, you know what I'm saying? Nah, but maybe in the future. The only thing I would change is like stops, like how big they are. Cause like you're using higher time frame. Imagine like our stops right now, we're using the 4 hour, like we'll be using like the monthly lows and highs. Like it'll be like a really swing. Like if we use a stop, it'll be like 300,000 point stop. So that's around 30,000 pip stops. No. I'm gonna get canceled if I use a stop that big. Were you trading January's? Yeah, we were. That was our last loss in January. January, where is it? Yeah, we were. It was around here. We took a loss on the 21st. That was the last one. Or is 21st, right? I think our loss is right here. This is our loss. It didn't even break structure, and that's when I started to change the lots, because we used to have an average pip count until this happened, and then things got way too volatile. Like our old stops were like 700 pips. This is a 700 loss. Nowadays, like that's like a nothing in drawdown for us, right? But yeah, this whole move down, I didn't get any sells. No, I got like a little bit here. On the way up, we got some buys, like wick entry buys. But this entire move, I didn't get anything. What's up, Den? Me still waiting? Yeah, we came really close there on that pop there. Like really close, but it's okay. NYSE open right now, guys. Let's see. Thurman opens up. Top wick first. Let's see. Can it flip and drive for that wick? Unless you tap 22. It's a different story now. Remember earlier, chat, we had an idea if we were to tap 22, look for the sells down on the leg candle. You're ready for the leg candle, so I don't have the idea anymore. I do not have that idea anymore. Unless you tap 22, you re-break these lows right here, you pull back again, and a continuation below here. That could be a possible thing, but I would need to see a 22 first. And then next comes breaking this structure right here, and then minor top wicks, and then the re-break that low. So grab a bit of it for this. That won't be too bad of an idea. That's gonna require 3 steps though. So we'll see. I'm a car guy? I'm not a car guy. I like cars though. I wouldn't say I'm a car guy.
City.
15-minute close, weak doji. Yeah, 30 minutes not bad. Top wick first. So yeah, wick entry buys, chat. I still have 45.64. So that is gonna be 460 more pips that we're gonna have to watch drive down. Watch. Bro, didn't try on Bybit. I've never touched Bybit in my life, man. I have no idea. Isn't Bybit crypto? Since Monday? Yeah. I'm sure I would have a couple years ago for sure. A couple years ago, I'll probably be in a couple positions by the week. For sure. But there'll be a time. Eventually there'll be a time where we'll get more ideas. Could it be this week? Who knows? Maybe. Pagani, Bugatti, Jetsko. I don't know. I don't know if that's even what I want. You just putting TikTok cards in my mouth. I don't know. Is that even what I want? What if I just want a Fiat 126p? We have FOMC later, do we? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think FOMC's on no, I don't think it's FOMC's then. You have FOMC members speaks. That's a yellow folder. That's, you know, FOMC. The next one's on September 15 or something like that. Mid-September or end of September. Chad, did you guys, I didn't know Chris Martin is in Coldplay. I thought Coldplay was one person. I didn't know. Linkin Park too. I thought Linkin Park was the same, was one person. Bro, this is not Future. This is past. Why you say no? Holy bro, I thought I got copyright for listening to past.
All y'all niggas don't matter. I hit threes all balance.
You know what, bro? You scaring me, bro. Let me just go back to this. Why so big delay? Because you're not in Divas 01, man. If you want no delay, you gotta be in Divas 01. Well, that's the YouTube minimum delay, you know? I can't do much about that. That's his default. Is that Maroon 5 was one person? Okay. That's a little different. Their band is literally called Maroon 5. They're 5 people, no? That's a little different. That's a little different. Linkin Park sounds like a single person. Coldplay, all right, maybe it sounds more of a band. Maroon 5, that's 5 people, bro. That's gotta be 5 people. $20.67. Damn. Yeah, we'll do a reunion. Show. Don't forget the Bev. Damn, gold's like moving today, but like it's like moving sideways fast. I've never seen it range this hard before. Banks with the Sam too. Good morning. Hello? NYC open up 9 minutes ago, gold. W, bro. Me too. Morning, bro. GJ kindly. I got you. Let's take a look at GJ. GBP, GPY. Not bad. Hey, we're getting closer to that idea, that pullback idea. If you get a pullback first to confirm the buys up, it's not bad. It's pulling back already. Anyways, yeah, we had this idea for like, I think 2 weeks now on GJ, but I want to see if you can just come down for a bottom wick, and as you make your way back up above here, looking for buys above here won't be too bad of an idea. In this blue range up towards the top of the blue range, but after a push down. So if that can be over with, that'd be nice. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been looking at. Gold just continuing up here, huh? Did you tap 22? 18. 18 got tapped on gold. So what could that mean? Could we tap 18? Or 22? Social batteries cooked after trading, after streaming, not trading. Trading after streaming, bro. I'm talking for like 3 hours, 4 hours straight, and then like, you know, I gotta like not talk for the next hour after I hop off. Bro, I'm talking for 4 hours a day. Yo, sometimes I'm talking to nobody. I'm just talking. So, bro, of course I'm gonna feel tired. Yeah, you know how many ideas I gotta make up in my head? How many convos I gotta make up? Like, there's no Discord call. Nah, I'm playing. But, bro, it's tiring. Trading itself is not that tiring. It's just like the streaming part, especially when you're in drawdown. Yo, go in drawdown, and then go in drawdown for 30 hours, and then within 30 hours, you're gonna have to reply to everybody, and everyone's telling you that your position is shit. Your position is not gonna play out. And then you gotta be over here and just explain your ideas out. Try and keep calm, bro. You're gonna be tired. That is a tiring thing to do. So yeah, I just gotta like chill out after for like an hour, not talk, charge up. I'm charged up. Chat, look, tap 22. So what's gonna happen next? We'll find out. Remember, the ideas for sells that we want is gonna require, first of all, it required a push up towards 22. We tapped it, and now it's gonna require a push down to break these lows down here. After breaking these lows, just a slight pullback and then re-break, and then we can look for sells around here. If that's what's gonna happen, I don't know if that's gonna happen. So no, I'm not looking for sells from here down. I'm looking for sells down here. Well done. Why do you want to sell the bottom? Because I need this structure right here to confirm that we're continuing down. So that's why I don't have sells right here, because I don't know if it's going to continue down from here. But if you don't know if it's going to continue down from there, then why do you have ideas down here? Because this move down is going to be a confirmation for me to get sells below here. So I'm going to need to see these lower highs here and these lower highs here to confirm that we're not just going to come down for a higher low, because this can just be a higher low. This can just be a higher low to come back up if it doesn't break these lows. So if it does come down, creates a lower high, re-break that structure, and that could likely lead to continuation sells below here. Oh, I got it. All right, no worries, man.
You gotta turn me up in the headphones some more, a little bit more. It's a teeny bit.
Make sense?
We're gonna skate to one song.
Sliding with that mop stick, like a janitor. Catch when you rap,
See what I mean? Especially I gotta make stuff up. I know that helps somebody right there. That helps somebody understand what I'm looking for. Even though no one's saying anything, I know damn well that helps somebody. So I was like, oh, I see. I used to stream data for a year every day, even the weekends, like 3 or 4 hours. I was not trading, so I was taking it easier. Yeah, if you just chill, gameplay is chill. Streaming trading is like talking about, like, bro, it's like talking about politics all day. It's literally that fucking streamer on YouTube, Hassan. All he does is talk about politics all day long. I'm like, bro, you telling me you not tired? bro, I'll be exhausted all day. Y'all fight for your life.
Junior watching, I be on my Junior watching, I be on my Tell him this.
Sure, rate 4, 5, 6, 7. I have a 64 for wick entry buy still. Yeah, it's in that zone. Should we wait? Well, I have sub ideas here too. If you were to create a structure coming down in that particular order I drew out earlier, so we can get that ahead. We can get 2 trades actually today. 2 trades. There's potential. Sales? Yeah, no, I cannot be in sales, bro.
on my tell them this. Biggie rich. Junior want to not be on my I can't really see where did I miss. Junior want to not be on my 4, 5 sums. Hold on.
The big ass fruit fly. Weekend timeless, $5 for song requests.
Why you gotta act like that? Why you gotta treat me like that? Why you gotta do me like that?
No diamonds. Shine bright like a diamond. 50 pips for a song? Yeah, 50 pips on a song, man. 50 pips on a song. What about xauusd? Will it go down? I'm not too sure. It looks, this might just be a higher low, and that might be the higher low to take the price up. You know what I mean? That could have been it. As mentioned on today's stream. You remember that series? As mentioned on TV, and then they sell those like those products. That used to be the meta. I was honestly put that on your stuff. As mentioned, or like Shark Tank. I guess now it's Shark Tank. Donvo stops future sells. For the sells, good question, man. For the sells, I think we will use. For 839 if we get them. 2300, so same lot size. If we're lucky, 2000, but 2300 right now. I always look for trades to previous highs before lows because it has to take out London highs. True, true. Actually banger.
Don't like what I saw. This life without yours.
Actually, Penzo, I think this is one of my favorite trap songs. I'm pretty sure.
Despite you got flaws.
One of my favorite trap songs.
Just let our love play its course. Let you touch it. Mine is yours, yours, yours.
First take.
All the songs I know. I play love like a sport. First take, you ain't on time, you were late. When you around me, you're safe. You can't go off of a her say. I know that look on your face. You think you winning a race. You think all I do is play. I didn't put you in your place. Then why you still here in my place? Yeah, thought so. Yeah,
And also, you think too much, we all know. You think too much, we all know. I ain't tryna go back to war with your morals. You can't kill the vibe, it's immortal. And I ain't buying it even though I can afford you, cause I know.
Hello. Gold. What is you doing? Where is the volume? 3 days. Just range. 61,000 tros online. It's not too bad. That's decent.
This life won't grow, lest we find growth. Why down your no, girl? Won't you come over? Let's both find hoes. Let's fuck them both. But you think too hard, we all know. You think too hard, we all know. So say nothing, nothing. Cause you think too hard, we all know. Yeah, you know I'd rather lead than to follow. You and me, baby, mine, we mine, oh. Cause I know, don't like this. This
Speed it up.
2 lessons that he. Yeah, it's fine. Hit the front of.
This might be a 1 hour leg count right here, chat. Could be. This would follow, man.
Ballin'. Every night a movie scene, these bitches calling. Said she wanna fuck with me, she pop a Molly. Now she dancing like Billie Jean, she wanna go home. And she wanna go with me, cause she know I'm the man. She got no money, she got no plans. Designer pants, pull on the O's and giving out hands. She know I'm the man. She got no money, she got no plans. Designer pants, pull on the O's and giving out hands. These rap careers is dead, yeah. Macca's on the man, yeah. They wanna feed me lead, yeah. Better aim for my head, yeah. Even if I don't live, yeah. My shooter's gonna leave you dead, yeah. Rolling off of meds, yeah. His bitch gave me head, yeah. His bitch sent me text, yeah. She said that I'm up next, yeah. She want a brown boy from the Rex, yeah. Smoking on the best, yeah. I'm drinking purple and some red.
So it looks like it's staying above 22. The next zone I have is gonna be 5-4. So 5-4, nothing like from buys from like here or there for me or anything, but 5-4 is still like holding structure as well. Like you can come up towards 5-4 and still make your way down. And if it does that, then that's structure anyways, right? If it were to come up towards 5-4, make its way back below 22, below 22 could be ideas. So let's see. It's just that it's above 22 right now, and then this is the top of the range, right? So you're in this range right now. So if it drives up, that could be your next area. 5-2, 5-4 zone strap.
Don't take me simple, now you know, boy. Ballin'. Every night a movie scene, these bitches calling. Said she wanna fuck with me, she pop a Molly. Now she dancing like Billie Jean, she wanna go home. And she wanna go with me, cause she know I'm the man. She got no money, she got no plans. Designer pants, pull on the O's and giving out hands. She know I'm the man. She got no money, she got no plans. Designer pants, pull on the O's and giving out hands.
have much experience with that folder. Like, I don't know if I ever seen that folder. When is that coming? Tomorrow, Thursday? No, maybe. I don't know. I'm not too sure. That's USD, right? Yeah, Kansas City. That is USD for show, for show. For show, for show. Travis Nims. The UK artist? I'm chilling. Just waiting for gold here. It's probably 10 a.m. So there you go, 10 a.m. 1 hour opening. 1 hour closure is not bad. It's a pretty strong closure. I think it's one of the strongest ones you've had since the strongest 1 hour candle we've had since maybe Asian last night. So that's not bad. Now, where is the continuation of volume? Could be coming. I wouldn't say it's too bad of a range today. It's moving, right? It could get a lot better though, so we'll see. We got ideas there, lowered up and ready to go. It's just a matter of when price could print those exact ideas, and then if it does print those exact ideas, we will be looking for those trades. If it doesn't print those exact ideas, then there is no trade. So yeah, we have about an hour left, chat. It's not too bad. It's a decent amount of time. One hour left. Yeah, you can treat. I think you can treat it like one. Yeah, you can treat it like one. This is like 140. We could be part of it too. If you get off that structure, like the very end of it. One hour lay. Can I sleep after placing entry? If the wick entry buys, I mean, we gotta wait for it to drop down first. So I don't know. You sleeping? If it's a wick entry buy, it could be a quick push, right? It could be in and out within seconds. So can you sleep? I would prefer not. Might be a little difficult. If you were in drawdown, then yeah. Or if you're like in a longer position, yeah. But for a wick entry buys, it's a little tough because you got a market exit. It's not a pending position. Because you gotta watch how it comes down, right? Where there's structure or no structure, that could change that zone up. Damn, so we've really had one trade, chat. We've had one trade. We've had one trade the last 7 days on the 19th. And before that, the 11th. Before that, the 5th. So we're on pace for 4 trades this month. We'll see though. Maybe it'll be a banger ending. Cause how many days we got? We got today. The 1st is on what day? Tuesday next week. So we got 4 more trading days until September. You used to have 3K views, bro. What happened? People aren't interested in a $2,700 balance. So, if you're not interested in a $2,700 balance, go to the next stream. People come in like, you used to have this, you used to have that. No, what do I have right now that matters? I have... How many views do we got right now? We got 290. That's a good number. When I first started, I had 8. So to have 290 people watching me with a $2,700 balance and not like a 50 mil balance, that's a good number. So we just gotta grow and build. So the YouTube numbers have been going up too. We started at 123 and now we're at like 126 and a half, almost at 127. So it's like slowly growing again. But yeah, one day at a time, one trade at a time, one stream at a time. You know what I mean? So you can't really worry about what you used to have or what you will have. Like, just worry about the present moment. Do what you can, and then things will slowly build up. It's like when you take a loss on an account. What are you gonna try to do the next day? Revenge it back? No, you're gonna take it one trade at a time. You're not gonna make it back the next day, right? Like when I take a loss, it's like the next day. Right, we took a loss on January 21st. The next day we made $2. 7 days after we waited, we took a trade, made $2. And then as time went on, eventually, slowly made it back, right? And that's just what life is. You're not always gonna be at one spot forever. You know, there's gonna be highs and be lows, and you're gonna have to build yourself up. And then when you build yourself up, there's gonna be a new high. And then it's gonna be, what done? You used to have 10,000 viewers. What happened? Well, now we have 1,000 viewers. And now there's a new high low. Instead of 200 viewers for the higher low, it goes down to 1,000. That's the new higher low. And then you build your way back up. 5K, 6K, 7K, 8K, 10K. And then it's gonna be 20K viewers. Yeah, just take your time with it. You know what I mean? You better take a trade in too. Respect, that's a good mindset. Can it be chat?
Shit you cannot find. You can't catch this with the Lamborghini.
1 hour left. That's it. I think got the body reaction is gonna be low, like down here. So 46.12. Yeah, it's 140 pips. It is not too bad, not too bad. Do you trade on session times usually? Yeah, I'm on for NY, so I'm on for NY, I'm on for Asian too. If there's movement. Yesterday there wasn't movement. I didn't look. Like I looked once, I saw the wheels ranging, and that was it for me. But every day I'm on for NY, yeah. New York session. Hop on at 8. Lately it's been a little 8:05, but 8 AM East until 11. And then we'll draw out the ideas like we did today. We have 2 ideas every draw, sells ideas. And then the wick entry buys in that particular exact way we drew it. Not that that's what we're predicting will happen, but like if it were to follow those exact movements, that's what's gonna be enough for us to get position, or for me to get position, and that's it. Just wait for those ideas to play out, and the rest of the stream is just waiting, right? Waiting until it plays out, and if it plays out, perfect. We'll take the positions. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And that's until 11. So everything's kind of like planned for, you know? Like there's not gonna be like an unexpected idea. Like let's say like we flip here. I'm not gonna just take a buy here just because I see it flipping and driving with volume. Like I don't have that idea, right? Above here, I would assume top of the range is here, so it could drop 220 pips, but there's no buys there for me. I think the buy ideas for me earlier were like more so above here. Above there and up. Thanks for the sub, man. Is this volume? Is this volume, chat? Is this volume? Our flip is soon here, guys. Our flip is gonna be in about 60 pips. Alright, how much again? 100 pips. Let's see. I think the moves down today have been a bit stronger than the moves up, right? Like the movement coming down today versus the movements going up. So I could tell you a little bit. How many trades online right now? 61,000. 50,195. True. 15 close as well here. Let's see. So step 1, tap 22. Step 1 is done. Step 2 now is break these lows down here. So step 2 is making our way down here. Step 3, pull back. Step 4, re-break. So there's 3 more steps required for me to get the sells below here. And we'll grab the very bottom. And what I mentioned earlier, stops were what again? We got them below 03. 48.36. True. So 2,300 pips. Yeah, so 0.05 left. Already preset. We have a 5 leg here. See if that gets corrected. So this is like your first set of volume today, right? Like that came in at 8 this morning. Right? Like around 8. And then NYSE kind of just top wick for the 4-hour candle. And now the 4 candle's reflipping. So there's like a little bit of like decent, okay structure. Add on for sure. Right? So now it's just the rest. Like if you can actually get that push down, pull back, and then the re-break. And you're looking for sells from like here down to here. The very bottom. Oh, this is a timer since Skyrim? Ah. This is a 20-minute time frame? Two minutes. Four-hour flip again? Or 1 hour reflip again? What are you waiting for now? Literally nothing different from the morning analysis at 8. Maybe we add the sell ideas below 46, below this blue zone here. Yo, go back 5 minutes. Go back 5 minutes on the stream. I just explained it. But sells below the blue zone or wick entry buys at 46, 45.64. That's what I got. If you want the reasoning, go back 5 minutes. I just explained it. But yeah, we're still pretty far from both ideas. My stream is faster than your trade locker. That's gotta be a scam, then. What do you mean my stream is faster than your trade locker? That's impossible. That means your trade locker is manipulating. Or some. No way. No way. Trade locker. Chat, who uses trade locker here? What do you guys use? MetaTrader, trade locker, futures broker. MT5. What is your trading strategy, bro? Price action. Support resistance, market structure, candle reading. That's about it. MT5. Yo, you gotta ask the person that got 3K viewers. What's up, Manish? Manish on the beat, shebang. I use MetaTrader for MT5, but Trade Locker since I am in Florida, and I'll probably go back and forth from MetaTrader for MT5 in the States. I use MT5 for EAs, but Trade Locker, since I'm in Florida, oh yeah, it makes sense. So so on Trade Locker, what do you trade, like GC? GC gold futures? Locker is forex, not futures. They don't supply futures though. You can't trade futures on it. I thought it was like a platform where they have futures as well. I thought it was America. Do you do opium? What can I quit? Do I look like I do opium? What is opium? What does opium even do to you? Chat, what is opium? Do I do opium? Oh, it's heroin? Yeah, nah, bro. Like, I'm sober as fuck. I can't even drink. I'm actually allergic. I'm allergic to alcohol. Like when I open up a sanitizer bottle, I get a headache already. So if I take a shot, it's GG's. So I can't even smell like hand sanitizer. There's too much alcohol in there. Do discipline all day. I gotta go on a run today, man. I'm lacking. Vodka shot. Now I'm not gonna lie. Last month I took a shot like a couple weeks ago, bro. I was actually fine. I didn't get a headache. I think I got a little red, but I didn't get a headache. So maybe my tolerance changed a little bit. Maybe I'm not allergic anymore. Is this a butt zone? Blue line? That's just like where I want to see price break next. So like what we were looking for today for the sells was when it was, my mouth's dead. Shit, thank God my mouth's dead now, not later, but basically how do I charge this? Basically, that blue zone. Here, let me just draw it out. Basically, when we were like around here, when we were like here, I said I want for sells, I want to see if you can come up tap 22. It passed 22, so that's fine. And then as it comes back down below these areas, I want to see it break through and then pull back. That's it. Once it pulls back below there, we'll look for sells on the rebreak of the lows here. So we're treating like a leg candle, which kind of is a leg candle because you have it on the 1 hour as a leg candle. So it could be a leg candle. But yeah, we're grabbing the end of it. But I just need to see this re-break below that area first. So that was one of the ideas we drew up in that particular order. So it needs to form exactly like that for me to get those sells. Otherwise, the next idea I have, chat, is still the wick entry buys at 64, okay? But again, that's pretty far still. That's like 500 pips away. So this is much closer now. But sells could be doable. I'm just going to need to see it actually push through that blue zone. If it pushes through and it just drives, it is what it is. I can't get that. I'm just gonna watch it drive down, right? But if it pushes through, pulls back and holds, below there, I'll look for continuation of sells down, okay? But that's the next idea. And then my stops, chat, I mentioned, if we do get those exact positions, is going to be 48.36. So that we're looking at roughly 2,300 pips. So I'm using a 0.05 for that lot, for that stop. 0.05 on this account, okay? So a little less than the last trade, but obviously stops are a little bigger here, right? If it was like 2,000, maybe you can try like a 0.06, 0.07, but let's see if this even comes down, right? This is okay, it's not bad on the way down. It could pick up though. I'll be right back in like 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Could this be? Is there any news coming out today? I think there is crude oil inventories in a minute here, which could be something actually, because the first folder didn't do anything. This could be underrated folder right here, chat. This could actually be something here. Let's see. Could it be? Who knows? It could be the biggest folder of the day. It could have the biggest reaction of the day. It is like one of the last ones. I wouldn't say the last one. I think you have something else after too. Yeah, you have 11:45 speech, but this could be something. This could lead to something. Because we really haven't had anything happen all day today for the NY session. It's kind of just one big range, right? Nothing significant. Like we started off the NY session around here, and we're literally the exact same spot. So very nice, very nice, very nice. But yeah, could this be? In the past, this is the only folder. Well, depends. It's a hit or miss. It's like a depends. It's a yellow folder, so I wouldn't expect much, but it's a low-key folder. Sometimes it could be something. It could lead to the biggest move of the day. Let's see. Can spreads get a little smaller? This one here is 5.5. Newbie here. So the two blue boxes are entries to TP as a potential sell today. Two blue boxes. Yeah, no, this blue box right here is where I'm looking for sells below. I just need this to make its way down, break it, pull back and hold 46.12, and then to re-break it this low. So in that particular order, and now take a look for the sells below the blue zone. Yeah. And then the next thing is down here, which is a wick entry buy. So if it just comes straight down, wick entry buys. That's what I'm looking for. That was the original idea from the morning, from the 8 AM breakdown. This idea was a little newer because we got a little bit more of info here, some nice structure. So there could be sells here. And yeah, that's what that is. That's basically what that is. And then their other zones are just like nothing we really gotta worry about right now, but they were just zones for top wicks that I wanted to see. Like 22 was the top wick zone that I wanted to see, so we got it. So I don't really need to have it there no more, to be honest. 5.4 was the next range if you were to break and continue above 22. But yeah, nothing as significant as these two zones here right now. Pretty much it. Do you live alone? No, I live with my girl. That first push down had me excited for no reason. Oh, this one? Yeah. Nothing really significant, right? Like nothing was really jaw dropping. Like yeah, you got a little push there, but it's like you zoom out, it's like nothing significant today. So like when you're like actively like trying to look for a trade, you see that push down, you're gonna get excited about it. It's like, oh my god, what a crazy push, right? Or like you're gonna start hunting, but it's like, you know, your general ideas, or at least for me today, it's like that push is like, it didn't make a dent. There's barely a dent to the surface of what it could be today, right? It could be a lot more volatile than that. It could be a lot better. So, I mean, yeah, it was still like, you know, 103rd pip pop down, but it wasn't anything significant. Let's see though. This could be significant. Starting a glitch here, chat. You see it? You can see it, right? You can see it. Free premium training view on GitHub. How's that work though? Free premium training view on GitHub. Am I even allowed to say this? Most of them are malware. GG's, bit me some. GG's, bro. You cold? Nah, I don't. Vibe coding? No, I don't vibe code. I've seen people do it though. I've seen like live streamers vibe code. I'm like, bro, I gotta be unk or something, because like I don't understand what the fuck they're doing. Like I know what they're doing, but like they have like 4 different cloud softwares, 5 different monitors, 10 different real coding. Oh no. I took coding for like a semester in college. It was part of my graphic design, and that's about it. Like I know how to like. Right, I barely know how to code. I can't. My brain can't sit down and code for that long. Like I can't. This is too much. I don't know how people do it. Like, it just amazes me every time someone just code and just sit there in one setting and code for a couple hours. It's like, wow. I'm jealous, bro. I can't do that. Here we go. The glitch. No volume indicator needed, just your eyes. Straight up. Just your eyes. No free promo. Sorry. We don't get paid enough for this. What's that song again? We don't get paid enough for this.
No, you can't be on my mama album. Pop's home, I ain't getting frisked. I put your security at risk. Pop's home, I ain't getting frisked.
This is that drawdown music, huh? I studied computer science in school, transitioned into trading. I finally finished developing my own trading bot. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, no, I don't. If I were to make a trading bot, I'm gonna have to vibe code AI on Claude. You take impulse entries? I don't know what impulse entries are, but in a different universe to somebody, it could be impulse entry. I know, all I know is that I'm looking for continuation sells here. I waited for a 22 tap, and now I need to see it break below the blue zone, pull back, and as long as it pulls back and holds 4612, I'm looking for sells below here. And then yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. So is that an impulse entry? To somebody else it could be, but that's something that I'm planning for. So I don't even know what impulse entry even means. What the fuck does impulse entry even mean? Remind me not to buy your bot. Yeah, no, don't worry, I'm not selling no bots. You're not getting no bot. I'm never selling no bot. Only bot maybe is like, or any coding thing is like maybe like a journal. Bots are, you're not gonna get that from me. Maybe you watch something that has 2,000 viewers, they might be selling that.
Remember mama telling me it'd be alright. Let go all of my problems and call Christ.
The lit 1 hour fill. Where's the old breakout strategy in the 1 hour flip? Sorry, man. The old breakout was when Don had 3,000 viewers. The old breakout could be in a different form in today's world. Could still be a breakout though. We still take breakouts here, but like our last breakout trade was maybe the 29th of July right here. Breakout. That was a breakout on the 30-minute time frame. So yeah, it still happens. But is there our most like taken play for the year? I don't think so. I think this year our most common play is gonna be the liquidity, and then second comes leg candle fill, and then third comes breakout. So 90% win rate on liquidity, 100% win rate on leg candle fill, wow, and 94% win rate on breakout. And then when it comes to time frames, we're using, or entry types, it's usually current high or low, 95% win rate, and then comes wick entries, and then comes previous high or low. So it's a little different, you know. I think in 2022 that was like more so breakout era. 167 trades on the breakout, 74 trades. And then next came fakeout, and then comes onion, and then yeah, that's about that. That is about that. Your father is in gold market. He said it's buy only. Yeah, always listen to your pops, man. If that's what your pops said, listen to him and take your positions as you would. Being Asian, how did your parents react to you taking the trading route? They didn't like it, but honestly, I just went along with it. I mean, they wanted me to finish school, but they understood. Eventually, they understood with time. At first, they didn't though, but eventually, over time, they understood. Yeah, like they eventually understood. At first it was kind of like, what? You're taking a semester off? I was like, yeah, I want to take a semester off. I want to see what I can do right now. I can always come back to school. But then every kid says that, right? Every kid says they can always come back to school and they never come back after that break. But yeah. Sometimes it's just better not to tell them though. Like, don't tell your parents or tell your friends that you're trading until you actually, fuck it, man. It's just better not to tell anybody at the end of the day, to be honest. It's best just not tell anybody what you do and just do your thing. No one's gonna ask you for anything. No one's gonna know anything. Or at least no one's gonna ask you, hey bro, how's that trading going? And you don't wanna be midway into your funded and you're down like 95% you're funded, and then you're probably annoyed because you wanna pass your funded. But now this person just told you, hey, how's your trading going? And now you're just annoyed because it's like, bro, okay, it's not going good right now, okay, man? It's not going good right now. So like, yeah, I don't know. How much did you win today? Yeah, they'd be asking that. Or not even. My parents don't even know what like trading exactly is, so they'd be like, how much did you bet today? I'm like, Dad, I'm not betting. There's no bets here.
You just pop. I don't feel. My nigga, let's dedicate one to the streets. It's long overdue, my nigga.
Yeah, nothing wrong with still trading and being in school. You don't need to follow a particular life algorithm just because you're a trader. I don't know. A lot of people think because you're a trader, you need to do this and this. Like, you need to have this, you need to look like this, you need to flash this. And that's just because all the traders they know are on social media. So, and they're doing a particular thing, selling a particular thing. So of course it's the same model that they would assume that's what it is. But yeah, you can be in school. It's completely fun. Why not? Let's see, starting to glitch your chat. A little bit. Let's see, can I continue? It's been doing this all day though, right? Like just where it glitches down and it stops. Suddenly, let's see if this can actually move and continue. What time is it? 10:47? Until what point are you actually trading and not gambling? I'll say you're always gambling. I mean, it's probability. So gambling, probability, same thing in a way. Like, once you find a system for yourself, a playbook, for instance, and you keep taking those trades in your playbook and you don't take anything else, and then you're just taking the highest probable trade setups, or you look to build high probable trade setups, and then you get rid of the ones that are not highly probable, but you got a journal in order to do that. But the basic step, I'll say, is when you stop trying to flip your small account to get to a point where it's a large account so that you can trade for real. When you stop saying that in your head, that's when, you know, you're actually trading now. You're not trading with like money. You're not trading to chase something. You're not trading to like prove someone wrong, or like trading to like prove, like you're just trading. You're just trading what the market's giving you that day. With all of that in front of you. All right, can I just push through here? This is another 60 pips to go, at least. I'm gonna remove the blue zone though. I'm just gonna keep the white line there. Okay, chat, 4606. Just I want to see that break. So I can break below. Another like 80 pips to go. Pull back and hold 46.12. It doesn't need a tap 12, but as long as it's below 12, you're good. And then the re-break, you're looking for like basically this from like 98 down to like, or 601 down to like 98. We're gonna try to attempt a 92 TP, and then even wick entry buys at 46, 45, 64 valid too, right? So yeah, the first step is done obviously. The second step is almost done, which is the move down, and then third step is pull back and hold and then re-break. So it's like 2 more steps basically. Can it be? Can it be? Can it be? Can it be? Leg candle body reaction is here though, right? This is the leg candle, the bullish one. This is the body reaction of it, so it could react here instead. Or it could react at both zones. It's reacting. Is this yeet? I'm like, well, what the fuck? You sound that angry.
Damn, your lips very soft. As I turn my BlackBerry off, and I turn your bathwater on, and you turn off your iPhone. Careless whispers, I fucking biting ass. Neck, ears, hand, legs, eating ass. Your pussy's too good, I need to crash. Your titties, let them out, free your last. Thank God Almighty, they free your last. We was
Can it be? Can it be? Can it be? Can it be?
leaving fast. Had to stop at 7-Eleven like I needed gas. I'm lying, I needed condoms, don't look through the glass. Chasing love, all the bittersweet. I was lost, eating Asian pussy, all I need was sweet and sour
Sauce.
Tell your boss you need an extra hour off. Get your super wet after we turn the shower off.
That's all them can do. Say what? That's all them can.
Hey Don, what's up, man? Where are you? I have no idea what order block FVG is about, so I can't answer that question. I don't use order block and FVG as part of my strat. I use support and resistance, so that could be an FVG and order block in a different universe, like at that exact price point if it lines up. But I don't like intentionally like it's not part of my strategy. I don't have that. It's just support and resistance, price action, candlesticks. Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. Structure, volume, glitches. How many people are online on forexfactor.com? How many traders are online? Spreads. That's about it. Vibes. No, not really, but yeah, that's about it. Just price action. Let's see. Chat, can it be, man? Can it be? We're close. We're 40 pips away from breaking that low. So you want to see that breakthrough, right? Like at least 04 would be nice. At least. And if it pushes through, it pushes through. It is what it is, man. If it pushes through, it pushes through, okay? I can't do nothing about that. If it just decides to rip down, wick entry buys are still valid down at 64. But we're coming close. So, let's see. Can it be? Can it break? 03. Can it break? Like below here, right? You want to see that break. And just a small pullback and hold. It doesn't need to pull up to like 12 after it breaks 04, but just this pullback in general. It could even be like a 07, 08, and then the re-break that low. We're looking for the rest of the wick fill, which is the leg candle fill in the one. This could be a 1 hour leg candle trade, actually. If I were to put it in the journal, it could be a 1 hour leg candle. But I think we're looking for it before the leg candle, actually. So would it really be a leg candle, right? Because we drew out the idea that if it comes up and taps 22 before it even came up and tapped 22, so it was before the leg candle happened. So it might just be a regular breakout. If I were to put it in the journal. Same one, different names. Yeah, that's how I see it too. So like in a different universe, in a different world, these zones here, like 4612 is a resistance. In a different universe right now, someone's looking at that as an FEG, or my bad, Fibonacci, 30.2 retracement, let's say, right? In a different universe, someone probably got a trend line going down like this, and they're expecting reactions off of that zone, you know? Depends how you view it. So it didn't completely break 04, but you do have pullback, so it's good. We're not looking for a wick entry buy here or anything, so these pullbacks are okay. You know, it's not as traumatizing. But yeah, you do want to see a breakthrough still. But yeah, the more pullbacks you have on the way down, the better, because the more structure you're down building, that adds on top of the cells that you already have here. So someone earlier asked about breakouts, right? This could be a breakout if I were to put it in the journal. Let's see, what are BE zones and all of that? I mean, we'll attempt a 92 if you do get a chat. We'll attempt that as TP, and we'll have a bunch of trail stops and BE zones on the way down. Let's see. Can it push through? Very key. Okay. First step is pushing through, and then a pullback. Slight pullback. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too severe. But let's see if we get this first step over with first. How long am I gonna stream today? Like 11:30, 11:15, depending. I think if we get a trader, that'll be it. Can it be? Chat, could this be? Can it break through? 4604. Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. Going 4. Going 5. Going 6. Okay, there's a break. Now the pullback. Going 7. Going 8. 9. Can we pull back? 1 hour has no bottom wick. So let's see. It just re-breaks the lows anyways. That's fine, right? That's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the actual push through and then the re-break our lows. There's a pullback. So now the re-break of this low, can it be? Once you re-break this low, be prepared. BE is a little closer though. It's like 13 pips on the rebreak of Vol2 down to 4,600, but that'll be that. And if it's slow on the way up, slow on the way down, we'll wait for a second rebreak. But right now, I still have it below this low right here. All right. So you got to push through. You got to pull back here. If this comes up towards 12, it's fine. As long as it holds 12, you're still good here. But just a small pullback, nothing too severe, right? And then just about it whenever you rebreak the lows again. So let's see. Can it be? All right, chat. Ground sells right there. So it wasn't exactly the rebreak of lows here. Where's my zone here? There it is. BEs. Stops to BE. You got that push. Next zone is trail stops. If you can survive. Can we survive? BE still. BE still. No trails. What was that? That was around... We got a later entry there. That was 20 pips. So yeah, we had like a... We're looking for the rebreak of lows, chat. And then 4,600 was going to be our BE zone, basically. Right? You push past it. You push all the way through until 45.99. This is why you want to have BEs and all that shit before you get in. And yeah, that's what happened. We got a BE here today. So no runner, nothing. If it came down towards 46.98, I would have moved my stops into profit from here, right? I think we got like a little bit of a later entry there. That's fine though. I think maybe like 8 pip difference. But yeah, there could still be trades here, chat, because we still have ideas below like 46, 45.64. That is still gonna be our wick entry buys. As for sells below here, I don't know. Let's find out. Do we have more sells below here? Let's remove all of this for now though. So that was all the zones that we used there. TP we tried to attempt was this chat. I didn't actually put it, but this would have been it. 92. Let's see. Next zones are gonna be 45.38, 45.76. Let's remove all of this too. Could it be wick entry buys a bit sooner? Because this is pushing down hard right now, right? 45.76. And we have a what? A 38 or 64. We have a 64. Could it be 76? Let's see. Slight pullbacks right now just happening too. I think I'll leave it. Chat. 74. We can use a 74. That's not bad. 74 would be like right around here basically. So another like push down from maybe like 200 pips, and that could be the wick entry buys. Between 74 and we also have a 64 as well, but it's in that zone. All right. So that's the next idea. So I don't have any sells coming down. I think that was the only sells I would have attempted, because we even said before we got in, chat, that it was going to be a very like, it wasn't too severe of a target, right? It was just like the leg candle fill. So we're going to look for the very bottom of it. So if it happened to run, we would have had to trail stops, right? But you know, it came down, BEs. So then I think the next idea for me would just be wick entry buys. So I'm going to have to watch this drop another like 250 pips. So down towards 45, 75, 74. That's going to be the next wick entry buy. Okay. But before I do that, I'm going to go journal that trade out. And then once you journal it out, we'll come back and look for that next idea. Okay, chat? So 26 August. We haven't had BE in a while too, huh? That trade was taken at what time? 11 a.m. flat. New York gold bullish normals buys. I said that was a breakout, right? Breakout. I think we used earlier the 15. I think it was a 15. Current higher low stop loss on 0.4 TP, just the 1 hour leg candle. So I'll put the 1 hour leg candle. That's large more resistance in a minute. BEs, yes sir. We use the 4 hour time frame. No, the 1. And now I'll put like the 5 in a minute. Drive on the 15. End up being 0.20. So we do put anything above 0, anything below 0, it will be a win or loss. Even if it's negative like 10 cents, it'll be considered a loss too. But in this case, it was 20 cents, so I'll put it as a win. 0.5 lot. This was 20 cents. And then pips wise, just BEs basically. I think it was 0.4. Max drawdown, it was, I don't think there was drawdown there. That was instant. Max profits, what do we get from max profits? 20 pips for BEs, 20s. Exit reasoning, trail stop loss hit or BE hit. All right, cool. And then last journal. New York, gold, sells, breakout, current high low, 15, bolt. But yeah, so yeah, let's see what happens next, chat. We still got ideas here. I just don't have any sells coming down until 74. That was the only attempt for the sells there for me in this range coming down. I'm not too sure what's gonna happen here, but if you do come straight down towards 75 without pulling back, that could be wick entry buys. So we can start planning those ideas out. And if we do get the wick entry buys, we're looking at, and this is the original idea today too, right? The sells were added earlier on, like around 9. These wick entry buys were from the morning. But basically, yeah, stops are 43, 49. So that is gonna be roughly 2,200. So then we could use a 0.05, same lot size. Just very key how it comes down here. Okay, chat? And then I'll have a session stop loss too. Like it's 11 now. So if it breaks a certain high, we'll call it a day. I think what I'll use for that is just a 1 hour candle high. So if it breaks the 1 hour candle high right around here, 46.07, we'll call it a day. And that'll be it for us today, okay? Cool. Cool. Trades taken, gold sells 0.20 cents. 20 cents. Wednesday? 0.01. 0.4 pips. So let's see. Did we get any trades in the past? Kinda. We got some trades here in the past. In these zones here. Wick entry buys in this zone we had in the past too. Look at that. Look at that weekly, by the way. It might be a leg candle on the weekly if you finish off Friday. It's only Wednesday too. But it's definitely alive right now. The markets are definitely moving a lot better than they were the last 2 days, right? So Thursday and Friday should be pretty good as well. Where'd you tap off of here? This was 88. I don't think I had anything there. Let's see. Why you only say trades but you never actually open positions live? Brother, I've opened every single position live on streamer. What are you talking about? Every position that I've taken out since we returned in March. What is he saying, bruv? Nah, since March. Every position that I've taken since March, and we came back to YouTube in March, right? So almost every trade since March, like I'll say 99% of the trades, all of these pips here, 1,784 since March is what I've given on stream. TP, stop loss, entries, exits, exact pip count, not like, you know, like, not like TP 10 hits when I'm off stream and I'll come back the next day and put, oh, we caught 100 pips. No, like we caught whatever that is on that stream. Auto drawdowns, auto profits. So I don't know what you're talking about. Every trade was literally, this one was just ticking down too. You might have blinked. It was quick though. Like this trade was quick. It was like 23 seconds. But I can't control the time, right? Some trades are quicker. Like this one was quick, but we had. That's why I try to tell you guys like what's the BE zones and trail stop zones before you get in, so that by the time it taps it, you guys on your end know exactly what to do before I'm even saying it, because there might be a delay on YouTube. But yeah, those zones are preset. Like if we get a wick entry buy at 74 chat, like right here, this would be BE, like 79 or no. That might be a little lower actually. Right here could be like BE 78. These zones could be BEs, trail stops. These could be trail stops. Trail stops. I think TP for the wick entry buy, if we get a 74, would be around 85 anyways. 84, around there. So those are all the zones that I'll use. The 1 hour close, yeah, the 1 hour had no top wick, but like before even the 1 hour close, right? Like the idea of like breaking the lows and then pulling back, because then if that 1 hour created a top wick and it re-breaks, there's likely gonna be a drive, right? So the 1 hour candle isn't always gonna be an issue with no bottom wick. I know in the past, like before, whenever we see a no top wick, no bottom wick, we'll be like, oh no, let's not take it. But there's ways around it, just by waiting for like more structure. And in that case, you opened up top wick first and then you reflip. So the reflip was basically our entry, right? Did anyone get like not get slipped or like got the exact entry point? I think we would have peaked at like maybe 30. Maybe we would have had a BE or a trail stops and profit hit. I'm surprised we survived the first BE there when it first flipped. I thought we'd be good in the re-break. But I don't think we would have had anything more than 30 pips though. That would have been peak for us. What are the next moves? 74, 76 wick entry buys. So I would need to see this come straight down here into the blue zone. Don't mind these zones. These are just like BE zones, trail stop zones for when we do get in. If we do get in, if it comes down towards 74, those zones above will be each zone. The first zone, BE, and all the zones after that will be trail stops. The last area is TP, 84. But yeah, very key how you come down, obviously. You don't want to see much structure, right? If there is structure coming down, we'll move a 74 down to 64. 64 is our next wick entry buy zone, if it's not 74. BE might be a little sooner. BE, if you got a 74 chat, BE would be 77.44, okay? So that's around like 25.7 pips of profit. So another like, it's not too far here. This is another 120 pips that needs to drop. So if we can do that within one motion, perfect. Perfecto. And you're a genius too, man. You got 2 accounts. W genius in the chat. Stop loss TP. Oh, if we got a 74, TP will be 84. Wait from since 8 a.m. The wick entry buy ideas, yeah, that was from the morning. The 64 and 74 ideas were from the morning. Like the idea of wick entry buys. I think 74 we added a little later, but I think the original zone was 64, yeah, for wick entry buys. So let's see, could it pop? Could it be here, chat? Get ready here. 0.05 lot, right? Stops are around 2200, 2300, so same as the last trade, same lot size. Any more pips? This reaction zone tier 2, right? But like again, these are our B's trail stop zones. But looking at the 4, like it could react sooner. If it does, we'll adjust it, right? We'll move the zones. How far did we come just now? That was 83. You got a reaction here. So another pullback. Let's see how far this pulls back. If this re-breaks the highs, I'll move it. If it flips from here, I'll leave it. And if we move it, we know where. It's gonna be 64. Still holding. All right. Did it break? All right. Yeah. So we'll move this, chat. We'll move 74. I'll move it down towards 64. Because that's a pullback, right? You want to see consistent pushes down here for the wick entry buys there. So we'll move it down towards 64 next, which is down here at basically our original zone. All right. And then I think TP for that might be a little better actually. It could be, yeah, I'll say like 79. TP will be a little wider. It'll be like 140 pips instead of 80 pips or 90 pips, but it's gonna be another 240 pips down in order to get that push, right? But again, this is a pullback here, right? You want to see consistent pushes down here. Very key, no structure. Yeah, I'll use 64. So let's see if that even does come down, or if this is just gonna be a fake out. And if it is a fake out, buys are valid again today. The only thing that was lacking for me for buys today was structure. But look, if you came down first today, right, just like we broke down at 8 a.m. this morning, if you come back into the top of the range, you can create structure. Above here could be valid. The only thing now is time. Like, obviously that would have required a lot of time to happen from 8 a.m. to now. You're only at the first step. Next step is to actually make your way up, create structure, continue. So how much time is that gonna take to occur, right? But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. But we do have buy ideas too. It's not just wick entry buys and sells today. It's regular buys too. It's just that you need to come back up now above the ranges. So at least above 46.40. Five man closes lit. Yeah, it looks like a lit. Looks like a lit candle. Yeah, withdraw monthly. We're almost at break even, or not break even, but risk free. Like the entire account is gonna be free with $70 more. This month here, we're at how much are we at this month? So for the month of August, 101. So yeah, if we withdraw our profits this month, it'll be 30% of that. It'll be around $30. So if we withdraw $30, we'll be sitting at I think 960. So we'll be $40 away. So maybe like 2 more months. 2 more months. Maybe if we have a crazy banger ending, but 2 more months until the entire account will be free. Every dollar in the account. That's it. Is that it today? Five react off the body, so it could still be a leg candle. Chat, I'll have a session stop loss. I have it at 4607 right now. I might move it down towards 4600 next. So if you break 4600, we'll call it a day. On stream at least. Because I don't know how long the next push will take to occur. All right. Peace out. Ready, steady. Discord. Yeah, the new one is free. Do here. Oh fuck. I spelled it wrong. Not bad today. Like I think today I rate price action maybe like 5.5, 6. 5.5, 6. I'll say 5.5. We got like one idea that came close. Oh, that we took. Could be a 6 if we continue driving. But I think tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, we should be good. Because you're actually doing something unique here. This is actually a little unique, right? You're not moving the same way you're moving here. You broke structure here. It should lead to some moves for the week, right? Whether the weekly closes bearish, the monthly candle closes with a nice top wick, who knows? But it should be a lot better going forward for the rest of the week now. More movements, right? Even if you go up, now you have a pullback here. So if it goes up, that's a higher low. If it continues down, then I mean you'll see structure tonight, Asian or something like that, or maybe no structure at all. But on the way down, we have a bunch of wick entry buy deals still. It's clean. Or it should be clean going forward. Five, 7 traces went. 2022. 578 plus 1, 2, 3, and 82 actually. So it's a little more than that. I think it's around 783 trades, which I gotta update that record. On stream. All on stream. On stream. All on stream. To a point, I want to see. I have a session stop loss at 4,600. So if 4,600 breaks, I'll call it a day. If you continue down towards 64, that is the next entry. Wick entry buys. But that is gonna need to push down at least 240 pips. So is it a possibility? For sure. But if it breaks 4,600, I'll call it a day. So yeah, we're coming to the end of it. Today it was a little slow.
I got some of these niggas, I got some of these hoes. For the internet, I know my pull-up see a troll. Be in a hood, make you would've thought this little bitch stole. Princess can't right go. His diamonds not shining. My whole chain hard.
Did you get that cell pencil?
Neck on frozen every time I walk in the room, I switch climate. Lost my mind, don't know where to start looking to find it. Got my dress iconic, she'll time I shoot, she shiny. Wake up, now I got
BE. Cookie got BE. Did you get a decent closure? BE. Yeah. I looked away for like 1 second. It just dumped. So we had like a low delayed entry. I think I was looking at the BE zone. It's fine though. It's okay. Yeah, slipped. Let's see. 40 pips away. Will it break that high? W, bro. W, man. 11:30 here, guys. 3rd-minute opening. Let's see. 3rd-minute candle close strong bearish. Below the ranges. You have a huge wick fill. Will that get filled without breaking 4,600? Or is that going to be a top wick zone? Sorry, I'm yawning. What did NAS 500 do today? I actually typed NAS 100, 500. NAS 100? Nothing really, huh? Nothing really. Could it reach 4450 in a few days? 4450? I don't think that's too far away. It's a possibility. I wouldn't know really. We'll find out what happens tomorrow. Let's see, that might be it though, chat. That might be it. Session stop loss at 4,600, okay? That is the session stop loss. What a session stop loss is it's just something that I place when it's past 11, because I gotta call it a session. But I don't want to just hop off because there could still be a move. So what I do is I put a session stop loss in case it breaks. I'll hop off. If as long as it holds 4,600, I'm still here, which means that you're limiting your ideas down to whatever those ideas are below 4,600. So for me, that is going to be wick entry buys at 45.64, which is the only idea we got. We don't have any sells coming down. If it comes down towards that zone, that's the wick entry buy area. All right. So you gotta push down quite a bit. But what I'll also do is continue trailing down that session stop loss too. So if this 1 hour flips right now or 3rd-minute flips, I'll move it down towards the high, and we'll just continue trailing it down because there's no point. All right. I mean, you can stay here all day and wait too, but that's just what I do to get off. I thought this said Trump retires for a second. Plot twist? 10 pips away here. Yo, B-Rad, take it easy, bro. See you tomorrow. Chad, is there news tomorrow? Tomorrow is unemployment claims. Oh yeah, you had that Jackson Hole thing, right? But yeah, unemployment claims tomorrow, 8:30. And Friday is gonna be Fed Chairman Walsh speaks at 10 a.m. and then prelim benchmark payrolls revision. That's about it. Yeah, that's it. Revised UM consumer sentiments. Revised UM inflation expectations. Jackson Hole once again. But yeah, that's the rest of the week for you.
Too rich for who?
We're breaking the highs. Let's see, will it break 4,600? Hey, brother. Why are you smiling? Why are you smiling, you know? It's good times. The watching price. Hey, you want me to look at a price like this? Like looking angry at the price? Nah, I'm gonna smile looking at a price like. Keep looking like that, it's dropping. Alright, Chad, GG's, man. GG's. Yeah, GG's, chat. I think that's it. We broke 4,600. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. It's just my session stop loss. It's where I'll call that day at. If there's anything else that I'm looking for, I'm pretty sure it's just the buys, which is like gonna require a push up above the range. So it's really far still. That's gonna require a push up for 500 pips. Pullbacks to confirm that you're staying up and not just a lower highs continue down, because then this right here could just be lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs to continue down. So very key, you get a push up, you get a pull back, and then once you get the pull back, if you can re-break the highs, that's the only way I can get buys here. So it's above like 46.54 after constant structure, which is again far. I don't know if that's gonna happen within the session, right? Or the next idea is wick entry buys at 45.64 as of right now. Obviously, the way it comes down really matters. So if there's anything, I'll update the chat and leave us the one what I'm looking for. But I mean, I might be on for a little longer, but I'll see if there's volume left over. But worst case, chat, that'll be it. All right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. We took one trade today, one break even basically. But yeah, sometimes that happens. Sometimes you're waiting a whole week for a trade and you get break even. Sometimes you're waiting a whole week for a trade and you get a loss, right? Sometimes you wait a whole week, get a win. Just depends what the market gives you that day, right? But today the market gives a break even, so we'll take it. Move on to the next day. Tomorrow's Thursday. The market's picked up today, so it looks like it is going to get a little better for the rest of the week. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. Okay, chat, have a good one. Take it easy. Peace out. Laters. There, Davis one. Peace.
I'm watching the moves and playing it close. SOD, super soap. Rainy days, his and hers, matching coke. Jet so big, feel like a boat, staying afloat. I'm watching the moves and playing it close. SOD, super soap. She was a hoe, but I ain't gon' judge, cause that was way before. Yeah. I know. Cleopatra at the pyramid tonight. Cinderella Benz, I got bucket seats inside. Roll a backwood with my enemies inside. Hey, okay. WhatsApp attachment, first time I seen you naked. I didn't say Karina, but you texting faded. Say you coming home and give me that goodness gracious, goodness gracious. Watching the moves and playing it close. SOD, super soap. Rainy days, his and hers, matching coke. We fuck on a jet, it feel like a boat, staying afloat. I'm watching the moves and playing it close. SOD, super soap. She was a hoe, but I ain't gon' judge, cause that was way before. Grind on me, grind on me. Love it when you pressing that behind on me. Holding everybody heat, cause they won't find it on me. Who said I can't dance with a 9 on 9 on 9 on 9 on 9 on me? Giddy up, G, how you rolling out, girl? Feel it in your system, codeine cow, girl. Who am I? Who am I? You know it's Mr. Big Time Eating, Mr. Not Sleeping, he's late night creeping. Both ears, right wrist, all that's freezing. You know I'm a dog, I'm a hard pass demon. Says she wanna ride, I'm like, hey, okay. Shawty wanna ride at the first season. Shawty wanna ride at the first season. Shawty wanna ride at the first season. I'm watching the moves and playing it close. SOD, super soap. Rainy days, his and hers, matching coke. Jet so big, feel like a boat, staying afloat. I'm watching the moves and playing it close. SOD, super soap. She was a hoe, but I ain't gon' judge, cause that was way before.